What's going on, everybody? It's Brian Trippe. I am here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm with Real Estate Investing Live, REI Live, and I am about to do a video on the 5 most influential books that I have read in 2018. This is going to be a great video. I'm going to jump right into it. I don't like to do a bunch of fluff. We're going to jump right into the 5 most influential books that I've read this year. And as we're winding up 2018, we're about to start 2019, I'm ready to dig into some great books that I actually just got, and I'm ready to dig in for 2019. If you're not subscribed to our podcast where we do our book club, we do a monthly book club from REI Live. I'll link that up in the description down below. So here we go, the top 5 most influential books that I read this year. Before I actually get into the top 5, I actually want to give a quick shout out to Alec Torelli. Alec is a professional poker player, and he has coached me on how to play poker. If you didn't know I play poker, I play a little bit of poker, trying to get better. And Alec has inspired me to do this list. He did a video on the 5 books that every entrepreneur should read in 2019. I'm doing this video, the 5 most influential books of my 2018, and I can't wait for what's in store for you and for me in 2019. So here we go. Number 1, the number 1 most influential book that I read in 2018 was a book called Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini. I first heard of this book through Claude Diamond. Claude Diamond came and spoke at our RIA group in the summer of 2017. In January of this year of 2018, I read this book from cover to cover. Guys, it is an absolute game changer. If you want to get better, there are great books out there like How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is an incredible book. If you want to learn the psychology of sales, the psychology of how to talk to people, what the difference between persuasion and maybe something that's more like being evil or doing something like corrupt, that's crazy. If you want to know how to persuade people for good, to get people to do what you want them to do for good, this is a no-brainer book. The book's called Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Dr. Robert Cialdini. I talk about it a lot. It's a great book. By far and away the best book I read in 2018. All right, number 2. Guys, this book, we did a really long book club episode. I think it was almost an hour, which we'd like to keep to 30 minutes for this book. This is Eckhart Tolle. This is an old book from about the early 2000s called The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. Guys, this book, it really helped me understand that there's no sense in complaining, that you have the ability to change your circumstance. If you're complaining, then it's really just you're crazy. It's madness, because you can either change your circumstance or you can accept it. There's no reason to complain. It really helps you focus on today. I think we need to plan as if we're going to live forever. I know most of you probably heard that quote. Plan as if you're going to live forever, but live as if you're going to die today. So, it really just helped me kind of focus in on the now. Like, whatever you're doing, be there totally. That's what Eckhart Tolle says. Be there totally. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be there. The past, there's nothing we can do about it. There's no sense in dwelling on it. The future, we don't know what the future holds. We need to plan as if we're going to live forever. But today, be in the moment, be in the now. The time is now. So I love that book. That's number 2. Number 3, this is an older book. I actually reread it this year. I think this book's from about 2015, 14 or 15, by my guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. He wrote this book a few years back called Jab, 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 Right Hook. I read this book a lot, and I don't read it. The content is kind of changed, or this is kind of a how-to book. And a lot of the how-to has changed a little bit because it is a few years old, but the message will never change. In my eyes, if you are selling something, and we are all selling something, by the way. A lot of times we have to sell ourselves. We have to sell our service. If you're in real estate, you have to sell your low cash offer. We're all selling something, okay? First impressions are everything, those kinds of things. Guys, this whole book, the whole premise behind the book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, is give, 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 then ask. Don't ever go in for the ask. Give value first. And this, guys, that principle is the principle I built my whole business around. About 4 years ago, when I first heard of this, that's the principle that REI Live was founded on Give, 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 give. How much value can we give to you? Just like this video, just like our YouTube channel, like our podcast, like all the free events that we do. Guys, we're giving value to you, and it builds up equity and allows us to ask, after we've given, gives us the permission to ask you for something. So that's why I love that book. That's why I love the premise behind it. I know Gary has said many times in different interviews and things that he said he wanted to name the book Jab, 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 Right Hook, because that's what it is. It's give, 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 give. Give as much as you possibly can. Be 51% of every relationship. That's where I got that from. I'm a huge believer in that premise, to give first. It's the law of reciprocity. Give first without the expectation of receiving anything in return. So that's my number 3 book, is Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. Number 4 is a book by Michael Mayer called The 7 Levels of Communication. And I want to give a big shout out to Jenny Williams for bringing Michael Mayer to Birmingham. I got to meet him and get my picture with him and talk to him. And to Joey Murray. Joey is actually the first person that told me about this book, and I read this book, and I hate books that have that tell fictional stories along with the actual content. But the fictional story was okay. The content was absolutely game-changing and incredible. It goes through the 7 different levels of communication, how you can communicate with people the most effective. It's really a networking book. It's one of the better networking books I've ever read, I've ever got my hands on. There are a lot of them out there, and I've read a few of them. This one, though, it really kind of takes the cake, and it really kind of piggybacks off the premise of Jab, 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 Right Hook, to give first, to give value first, and then ask. So the 7 levels of communication, how to communicate with people the most effectively. That's why I really love that book, and thank you again to Joey for recommending that book. So we read that in 2018. And then the number 5 most influential book, I loaned it to someone, so I can't even show it to you. I'll pop it up on the screen. The number 5 most influential book that I read in 2018 is a book called Traction by Gino Wickman. Now, Traction, it goes along the same lines of like the E-Myth. It's how to build a business, how to build it the right way, how to put systems and processes in place so you are not the practitioner in your own business. You can hire other people to be the practitioner. You're the guy that's going to work on your business, not in the business, just like Michael Gerber says in the E-Myth, which is a fantastic book, by the way. Gino Wickman takes it to a whole new level and really helps you put those systems and processes in place, the how-to, where I think the E-Myth kind of lacks in. It lacks in the how-to. It's more theory. Gino Wickman in Traction is the how-to, like how to do this. I will say this about that book. I don't recommend that you read it if you're just like a one-man operation or a two-man operation. I think the E-Myth is a better book for you. I think once you start building your team out to 5+, 10+ people, then it's a no-brainer. You have to read Traction. You have to kind of get into that kind of mindset to work on your business, not in your business, and how to actually do it. So there it is, guys. My top 5 most influential books of 2018, the ones that I read that really really impacted me and my business this year, helped us grow. We did more sales volume this year than we've ever done in the past. So I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank everyone that's listened to our videos, our podcast, watch our videos, and is subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our podcast, and follows me on Facebook, follows me on Instagram, all these things. I really do appreciate you guys so much. All the people that come to our events, we love you so much. I want to give a shout out to Mike Kelly, my right-hand guy when it comes to the book club. He is my co-host on the book club. So Mike Kelly, thank you for sticking with me for all of 2018. We did 12 books. We read 12 books, 1 per month. And if you want to get in on the book club for 2019, I'm going to link it up in the description on how you can listen to that. So we love you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.